line, so I'm like, oh, I got it stuck. And then I bring it in, and this thing starts flopping, bro. I was like, that's not the bluegill. Yeah, that's awesome.
Another one of those catfish.
My name is David Solar with Scale Breaker Fishing, and today I'm going to show you the tools you need to fish ponds. If you're anything like me and you don't have a boat because you can't either afford one or you don't have one, you're going to want to fish ponds, and ponds will be your best effort because ponds are your friend. Okay? Pond fishing can either be tricky or it's super easy. And first we're going to talk about baits, the baits that you should use when you're fishing ponds. Senkos are such a great bait for beginners and pond fishing. They're super easy to use and learn, and especially for using lures for the first time, they're super easy to learn how to do it. There are many different types of Senkos out there. This is just the Bass Pro Shop Senko, and then you also have the Yum Senkos. I prefer the Yum Senkos because I feel like they're a little more durable and they're not as big. And colors are also a big part too. If you're fishing water that's like dirty, like a dark brown chocolate milk looking water, you're going to want darker colors, you know, your blacks and blues, your dark greens, anything with chartreuse at the end. And the chartreuse is really good because, you know, it helps fish see them and spot them. Another bait that I like to use around the ponds in my area are lizards, especially in the summertime. They love lizards. They go crazy for them. Big bass, small bass. I've even caught like bass this big on the lizard. The colors you're going to want to use are, especially in lighter colors, waters, you're going to use your more realistic looking colors, your lighter looking colors like your, you know, your green pumpkin chartreuse, you know, lighter lizards. But I like to use the darker lizards, and I work them really slowly. Now with pond fishing, you don't have a boat, so you don't have like anywhere to store your lures. So if you're like me and you can't decide and you want to switch your lure every 5 minutes, you know, where are you going to carry all this? So right here I have spider wire. It's a backpack. It's super reliable. I've had it for over a year and it's super durable. I've had no breaks in it and it stores a lot. It even has a built-in cooler in it, so for the hot days when you want to, you know, drink some water, you just take it out of the cooler. And it comes with 3 tackle boxes, but it can fit up to 5 of them. And it's got deep pockets in it that, you know, you can carry a whole bunch of lures in. You know, you just put the whole bag in. And it's super reliable, and you could just take it anywhere. It goes on your back. It has 2 rod holders on it, which is really good. So if you're walking from pond to pond, you know, you don't have to carry them, and they can get pretty annoying, so you just put them in there. Now that we've talked about lures and places to keep your lures, let's talk about rods. When fishing ponds, rods are your best friend. I like to use, you know, anywhere from a 6'6" to a 7-foot medium action rod. It's very easy and durable for when you're, you know, when you're fishing lighter cover. But if you're going to start flipping mats and stuff, you're going to want to use a 7'6" heavy rod. I currently don't have a 7'6" heavy rod, but I will be doing an unboxing of one very soon. I found that pairing your spinning rod with braided line is a lot more effective than having the monofilament on. There's less stretch in it, so you're really able to set that hook. And if a fish happens to go under cover, you can really pull out the fish from the cover, and you won't have to worry really about line breaking. So this is just 50-pound Power Pro. I've been hearing a lot of things about Power Pro on how, oh, it's the best, you know, the best braided line out there. But in reality, you know, Stren, I've been using Stren too, and it's almost like the same quality. I've actually taken this ocean fishing, and I've broken off on like little grunts, and you know, I mean, it's a really good line, but for your money, I would say just stick to Stren. Alright, so what you want to do is when you want to take your rod, you want to pair it with a hook or a Senko. Let's say you don't want to use a Senko. I like to recommend a 4/0 worm hook. And this is just Eagle Claw Laser Sharp. I also like Gamakatsu, but they can get a little bit pricier. This ranges from $2.50 for a bag of 15. And I like the Laser Sharp ones better because they're a little bit thicker than the regular Eagle Claws. And they don't bend that much. Alright, so I just have, this hook Texas rigged. And I don't have any bobber stops, but I found that putting a toothpick in the hole and breaking it off, it works perfectly as a bobber stop. And this setup right here will catch you a lot of fish. So your Senko and your worm hook are going to become best friends. So I'm going to teach you how to put one on. So you're going to want to grab your worm hook and your Senko, and you're going to want to put it through the top, just like this. And then you're going to slide it up and over the shank of it. So now you have it like this. And so you want to bring it up. And once you get it up to this little lip, you're going to want to twist it. So now you get a nice twisting action going on. And now you're left with this. Now once you have this, you're just going to want to pre-measure it. That way you can get it right the first time. So you don't have to keep poking it in. So you're just going to use your fingers as guides. And you're going to want to push it through. Now this is good. But in order to, chance your hookup better, I just like to poke it out the top a little bit, like this, and then just leave it like this. So you are a little bit prone to snags more, but when the fish bite, they'll get hooked better, and you'll have a better hookup ratio. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and comment.